Hello, Barbara Jean, the Stamping Queen here. Today we're going to make a card with this very beautiful designer series paper. It's called Favored Flowers. I'm going to make a card that's somewhat like this. I have all the parts and pieces here cut out, and I have 5 more sets here. So we're going to take one of these and we're going to make one of these cards. There's 6. It should not take very long to make all 6 of these cards. So let's see how fast one goes. So these are the colors that I chose with this. I will have everything linked for you in the description of this video. But so I chose this for the card base and this for the layers. You could have chosen anything. I just happened to like the way these all looked. And I kind of like the dramaticness of the black. However, if we had used this green as the layers, it would have been fabulous as well. It would have been like this. It would have been fabulous as well. Just find something that you like and put them together. We're going to use the black, however. So first things first, I'm going to move all of these parts and pieces out of the way. And here is my card base. The interesting thing is, this has a little indent on this side where I scored it, and it has a raised up part on this side where the stylus pushed into the paper. You always fold your paper towards this bump. I'm not exactly sure, but my own idea is that the little divot part, the fibers have stretched farther than the inside part where the bump is. And so I'm just thinking that it would fold nicer. I always put another little writing surface in here with a colored card base, and I usually do that with glue. I like using glue. You can use tape or whatever you like. Well, that was fun to get that great big glob there. And I only put a piece at the top. Nothing is so strong that it's going to pull this out. If it's glued well at the top, it's going to be just fine. If you want to put the glue all over, that's just fine as well. If you make the card, you get to make it like you want. I'm happy with that. So we're going to take this set of cutouts. The only thing to be really aware of for a card like this is to make sure that all of your pieces stay in their original configuration. So I'm going to take these one piece at a time and glue it on my layer, and then stack them up and put them on the card. Should not take too long. So here's this. I know that this should have about 1/8 of an inch reveal. So I started in one corner and I try to make that so that it's fairly even, because then I can pivot this, and if it's not exactly where I want it, I can just pivot it a little bit until I get it nice and straight, just like I want it. Well, that's not what I wanted to do. All is not lost because it's glue and I have that little bit of time. That looks good to me. Now I'm just going to rub it down firmly and go to the next piece. And here's that layer and this layer. I'm going to be a little more careful of the glue, but it just is going to need a little stream of glue all the way around. And it doesn't have to be all that much. This is not going anywhere. So I'm going to take this as well. I know it should have about 1/8 of an inch reveal. So I'm just going to put it about 1/8 of an inch from this side to this side, and about 1/8 of an inch up from the bottom. And then I can pivot it as I apply it to the base of this layer. I'm very happy with that. So turning it over, rubbing it down firmly. And now this last little piece. And the same thing goes, I just need a small ribbon of glue around here. Sometimes it cooperates and sometimes it doesn't. But we'll encourage it to cooperate. There again, just place this on so that the reveal is about the same all the way around. And because it's a glue, you do have just a second that you can reposition it if you like. This is a little bit bigger reveal, and I am so fine with that. I like the way that looks. Turn it over, rub it down. I turn it over and rub it down so I have the whole piece and it's not the piece that's going on, because if I rub this, I might just move it, and I don't want to do that. Now we're going to stack these pieces up just like this. We need to check and make sure, ooh, that's not right. We need to check and make sure that the design is still in the right layer, so it looks like it's all the same piece of cardstock, which it is. All right, so that's like I want it. I'm just going to take this and a tiny little piece of glue all the way around it. Oops, I almost got that on upside down again. I'm glad I checked. And now I'm going to try and align the cutout pieces with the underneath cutout pieces as much as I can. And I still want the reveal to be like it's supposed to be. I still want it to be even so that it looks straight. And I'm happy with that. So I'm going to push it and then turn it over and rub it down good and firm. Now this next piece, we want to make sure again that it's all going in the right direction so that the flowers are complete when it's done. And line it up so that the design is continuous, and also that the reveal here is even. I'm happy with that. So press it down, turn it over, rub it down good and firm. And now we're ready to put it on the card base. Now we get to decide where we like it. Do you like it like this? Or do you like it better like this? Oh no, I definitely like it better like this. So I'm going to turn everything upside down so that it opens on the wrong side. A little ribbon of glue. A little piece in the middle. And is that the way I liked it? Or is that the way I liked it? Upside down, so this would be the way I like it. I do it upside down so that the card opens on the left, so that I can hold that down where it opens. And then I can place this on the back, and this has about 1/8 of an inch reveal all the way around. I think I like it. I think I like it. Press it down, turn it over, and rub it really firmly. And that is our card, except for I do have a sentiment today. I couldn't decide whether I wanted this sentiment to be backed in the black or this. And I don't know if I like it like that or if I like it this way with the black coming out on the right hand side. Let's see. I think I like it better with the black coming out the right hand side. And so I'm going to glue this side right here just a little bit, only about halfway. And I'm just going to give it about 1/8 of an inch, about 1/8 of an inch. Make sure that's straight. I'm happy with that. And now we're going to glue this side. A little more glue than the other side, just because it's got a little more layers to go through. No, you're right. The glue doesn't go through the layers, but I just want to make sure it sticks all the way down. And I want to get this so that it's about the same distance here to here. I like it. I'm just going to make sure now that it's straight, top and bottom. And then I'm going to press it down really firmly. I'm not going to rub this one because that could move parts of this. And I want it right about here. I'm going to glue this on here because there's so many layers that there's already some dimension, so I'm just going to glue this on here. And I'm going to get plenty of glue so that it will stick well, all the layers. And I want it right about here. And the nice thing is this has just a little bit of wiggle room, so I can make sure that it's straight with the under layers. And I'm going to rub it nice and firmly to get the glue all spread out. And there's our card. That did not take very long. So we could do 6 of these in a very short period of time. If I were going to make multiples of these, I would take all of these layers and I would place all of the layers behind them and stack them up so that I was doing it all at the same time, and then these would come together very, very quickly. Well, that's our card for today. In the description, there will be the colors for this, the designer series paper, the layer sizes, and there will also be a link for the new catalog for 23-24. That will be a digital catalog, so when you open that up, you can just turn the pages right there on your phone, your iPad, computer. It's very nice that way. And there will also be a link to my store. And that will be it for today. I will see you again very shortly, and happy crafting.